7 years ago, my friends and I went on our first cycling tour in Taiwan. As you can see, I enjoyed it so much that I decided to do it again in 2024. So here I am on a month-long adventure with no fixed route and no fixed plan. After 2 weeks of bike touring through the south and east of Taiwan, I'm heading to Green Island by ferry with my bike. If you're curious about how to get ferry tickets, the costs, and how to bring your bike on board, check out the video link at the top right corner of the screen. Quick disclaimer, this video is not sponsored by Klook, but I do recommend them. I've booked ferry tickets twice, once at the counter and once through the Klook app, and honestly, the app was more convenient and cheaper. That's why it's my go-to recommendation. If you're also planning a trip to Green Island, you can book your tickets through my affiliate link in the description box below. It's at no extra cost to you and it helps support this channel. Plus, you can get discounts on activities with my exclusive promo code. Details are in the description. Roughly 33 kilometers from Taiwan's main island, the ferry ride to Green Island takes about 50 minutes. Luckily, I had a clear day with calm waters, so no seasick bags were needed. Phew! I just reached Ruidao, and I still have no idea where am I going to stay. I'm just gonna go around and look for accommodation. Found an accommodation, a backpacker hostel that costs 550 Taiwanese dollar per night. This is considered cheap on Green Island. Everything here is expensive. The accommodation, the food. It's not hard to wonder why, because it's an island after all. Everything needs to be imported. Now I am exploring Green Island in the afternoon at 2:25. Green Island has a circumference of about 20 kilometers. You can loop around it in just an hour by scooter or spend several hours exploring by bicycle, which was exactly my plan. I decided to do the loop on my first day and save the second day for other activities. That's Taiwan over there. Today, we see Green Island as a beautiful paradise, but it has a dark history. It was once a prison for thousands of people during Taiwan's White Terror. For them, Green Island was hell as they were locked behind the walls for decades. The White Terror in Taiwan was a period of intense political repression that spanned nearly 4 decades, starting in 1949. After the Kuomintang government was defeated by the Chinese Communist Party, they fled to Taiwan and imposed martial law to eliminate opposition. But in the process, thousands of innocent people were falsely accused and arrested. Some were executed without fair trials, while others were exiled to Green Island, spending decades under harsh conditions, going through forced labor, re-education programs, and living under constant surveillance. The longest imprisonment lasted 34 years. One case struck me deeply as a Malaysian. It involved a Malaysian student who came to Taiwan in the late 1960s to study. He was in the wrong place at the wrong time and was falsely accused of being a communist. He ended up spending 12 years in prison, far from home and family. He even tried to end his life 3 times because he couldn't endure the torture during interrogation. Speaking of torture, here are some of the methods used to force confessions, regardless of guilt or innocence. Can't believe at this beautiful place there's a prison and the prisoners are stripped off of their human rights. They cannot even see how Green Island looks like, even though they are just living right beside the beach. Due to the surrounding the prison. It was so terrible. Those are the people coming up from scuba diving. I think this is the quieter side of the island and also more upscale with a lot more boutique cafes and hotels. Oh. This really reminds me of the west coast of New Zealand, only that here it's warmer, much more warmer. Ooh, going into a tunnel. I went for a soak with the two girls just now in the seawater. Oh, it felt so good. This Dabaisa has much more people. This is a camping site. I initially wanted to come and set up my tent. This is the campsite. Oh, hello there. I was supposed to set up my tent here, but now that I look at the location, I'm glad I didn't. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a nice location, it's very quiet, it's far away from the town area, but it's exactly this reason, because I didn't prepare any food with me. So in order to get some food, I would have to cycle all the way back to the town, which is a hassle. So yeah, I'm glad I stay in town instead. Maybe next time with friends, and also rent a scooter instead of riding a bike. I don't know if you can see from here, but over there, that's the campsite. It has a great view towards the ocean. This whole island, there's always a lot of motorbikes zipping past, like woo woo woo, and in big groups as well. I feel quite left out because I'm the only one on a bicycle. Oh well, you're good, Mr. Brown. You're good. That's Lan Yu. Hello. Now I'm just wondering if I wanna go all the way up there to that platform to overlook the sea. I'm sort of lazy. But if I don't go up now, I don't think I will come up again tomorrow. That's the bad thing with bicycle. It requires too much effort to go up the hill. So I just do it once and then I don't want to do it again. Although I couldn't gather the energy to go up to that platform on the first day, I made it there the next day. Also, the girl who soaked together with me told me that Dabaisa is a good place to have a beer at night and look at the stars. Yeah, but I'm on a bicycle. It's too dangerous for me to be riding uphill in the dark to a secluded area and then ride all the way back again to town. It just takes too much effort. If only I'm on a scooter, that's another different story. And I would love to do that a million times over. And also I miss my friends. I wish they are here so that we can all have a beer together. I don't usually miss having company when I travel solo, but there's just something about the island that made me wish my friends were there with me. Oh my god, it's quite steep and I'm slow. I don't think there's light along the road. I hope it won't get dark that soon. Why did I do this to myself? But then, you know, sometimes when you're reaching the point that you think, what's a few kilometers more, huh? I'm gonna make this loop, and that's the thought that brings me here. But then, when you get up here, you have this view. Okay, another few more meters to go to the top. Jayo! Look at this terrain. Why would I think that it's flat here? Because I'm an idiot. Yo, look at this. It's actually quite nice to ride at this hour because it's not that hot and it's not that dark either. It's just nice. And also maybe I saw a lot of motorbikes passing by. That gives me some peace of mind because I know this road has a lot of people passing through anyway. So all good. I've made it back to town. Wow, that was a very steep gradient to go down, but I didn't record it. But I made it back safely.